Hello everybody, welcome back to the Truth Seekers channel with another episode of the Book of Enoch. Today I'll continue with chapter 66, the Angels of Punishment. Let's see. And after this, he showed me the angels of punishment, who were ready to come and release all the forces of the water, which is under the earth, in order to bring judgment and destruction on all those who reside and dwell upon the dry ground. The dry ground is the earth, the planet as where we walk on and swim and move around. And the Lord of Spirits commanded the angels who were coming out not to raise their hands, but to keep watch, for those angels were in charge of the forces of the waters. And I came out from before Enoch. And in those days the word of the Lord came to me, and he said to me, Noah, behold, your lot has come up before me, a lot without reproach, a lot of love and uprightness. And now the angels are making a wooden structure. When the angels come out from that task, I will put my hand on it and keep it safe. And a change shall take place so that the dry ground may not remain empty. And I will establish your offspring before me, forever and ever. And I will scatter those who dwell with you over the face of the dry ground. I will not again put them to the test on the face of the earth, but they will be blessed and increased on the dry ground in the name of the Lord. And they will shut up those angels who showed iniquity in that burning valley, which my great grandfather Enoch had shown me to me previously in the west, near the mountains of gold and silver and iron and metal and tin. So now Noah is speaking in the Book of Enoch. And I saw that valley in which there was a great disturbance and the heaving of the waters. And when all this happened, from the fiery molten metal, and the disturbance which disturbed the waters in that place, a smell of sulfur was produced, and it was associated with those waters. And that valley of the angels who led men astray burns under the ground. And through the valley of that same area flow out rivers of fire, where those angels will be punished who led astray those on the dry ground. And in those days those waters will serve the kings and the mighty and the exalted, and those who dwell upon the dry ground for the healing of soul and body, but also for the punishment of the spirit, and their spirits so full of lust that they will be punished in their bodies, for they deny the Lord of Spirits, and they see their punishment every day, yet they do not believe in his name. And the more their bodies are burned, the more a change will come over their spirits forever and ever. For no one can speak an idle word in front of the Lord of Spirits, for judgment will come upon them, for they believe in the lust of their bodies, but deny the Spirit of the Lord. And those same waters will undergo a change in those days, for when those angels are punished in those days, the temperature of those springs of waters will change. And when the angels come up, that water of the springs will change and become cold. And I heard the holy Michael answering and saying, the judgment with which the angels are judged is a testimony for the kings and the mighty who possesses the dry ground. For these waters of judgment serve for the healing of the bodies of the kings and for the lust of their bodies. But they do not see and do not believe that these waters will change and will become a fire which burns forever. The waters will become a fire that burns forever. Wow, it's amazing. And after this, my great-grandfather Enoch gave me the explanation of all the secrets in the book and the parables that had been given to him, and he put them together for me in the words of the book of parables. And on that day the holy Michael answered Raphael, saying, the power of the Spirit seizes me and makes me tremble because of the harshness of the judgment of the angels. Who can endure the harshness of the judgment which has been executed, and before which they melt with fear? And the holy Michael answered Raphael again, and said to him, who would not soften his heart over it, and whose mind would not be disturbed by this word? Judgment has gone out against them, upon those whom they have led out like this. But it came to pass, when he stood before the Lord of Spirits, that the holy Michael spoke as follows to Raphael. I will not take their part under the eye of the Lord, for the Lord of Spirits is angry with them, because they act as if they were the Lord. Because of this, the hidden judgment will come upon them forever and ever, for neither any other angel nor any man will receive their lot, but they alone have received their judgment forever and ever. And after this judgment I will terrify them, and make them tremble, for they have shown this to those who dwell upon the dry ground. And behold the names of those angels. The first of them is Semjaza, Azar, and the second Artakifa, and the third Arman, and the fourth Kokabiel, and the fifth Turiel, and the sixth Ramiel, and the seventh Daniel, and the eighth Nukael, and the ninth Barakiel, and the 10th Azazel, and the 11th Armaros, and the 12th Batriel, and the 13th Bazaziel, the 14th Ananel, the 15th Turiel, the 16th Samziel, the 17th Jetarel, the 18th Tumiel, the 19th Turiel, the 20th Rumiel, the 21st Azazel. Did you not say Azazel already? And the 10th Azazel, and the 21st Azazel. Mentions Azazel twice. The 10th, he's the 10th and the 21st. Okay, maybe don't understand that. I think you forgot he mentioned Azazel already. Okay, let's continue. And these are the chiefs of their angels, and the names of the leaders of hundreds, and their leaders of fifties, and their leaders of tens. The name of the first is Jekun. This is the one who led astray all the children of the holy angels, and he brought them down onto the dry ground, and led them astray through the daughters of men. And the name of the second is Asbeel. This one suggested an evil plan to the children of the holy angels, and led them astray so that they corrupted their bodies with the daughters of men. How dare they? Corrupted themselves with the daughters of men. And the name of the third is Gadriel. This is the one that showed all the deadly blows to the sons of men, and he led astray Eve. So it was not the serpent, snake, Satan, or the devil, but the name of this fallen angel that led astray Eve was Gadriel, and he showed the weapons of death to the children, and he introduced us with the weapons we now have: the shield and the breastplate and the sword of slaughter and all the weapons of death to the sons of men. And from his hand they have gone out against those who dwell the dry ground from that time and forever and ever. And the name of the fourth is Penemu. This one showed the sons of men the bitter and the sweet, and showed them all the secrets of their wisdom. He taught men the art of writing with ink and paper, and through this many have gone astray from eternity to eternity on to this day. For men were not created for this, that they should confirm their fate like this with pen and ink. No way are we created to confirm our fate with pen and ink. For men were created no differently from the angels, so that they might remain righteous and pure. And death, which destroys everything, would not have touched them. But through this knowledge of theirs, they are being destroyed. But through this knowledge of theirs, they are being destroyed, and through this his power of death consumes them. And through this power of death consumes them. And the name of the fifth is Kasdea. This one showed the sons of men all the evil blows of the spirits and of the demons, and the blows that attack the embryo in the womb. I think that's to take out the embryo from the womb is abortion, so that it miscarries, and blows that attack the soul, the bite of the serpent, and the blows that occur at midday, and the son of the serpent who is strong. And this is the task of Casbeel, the chief of the oath who showed the oath to the holy ones when he dwelt on high in glory, and his name is Beka. Who the hell is Beka? And this one told the holy Michael that he should show him the secret name, that they might mention it in the oath, so that those who show the sons of men everything, that the secret tremble before that name and oath. And this is the power of this oath, for it is powerful and strong, and he placed this oath, Achaia, in the charge of the holy Michael. And these are the secrets of the oath, of this oath, and they are strong through this oath, and heaven was suspended before the world was created and forever. And through it the earth was founded upon the water, and from the hidden recesses of the mountains come beautiful waters, from the creation of the world and forever. And through that oath the sea was created, and as it was as its foundation for the time of anger, he placed for it the sand, and it does not go beyond it, from the creation of the world and forever. And through that oath the deeps were made firm, and they stand and do not move from their place, from the creation of the world and forever. And through that oath the sun and the moon complete their course and do not transgress their command, from the creation of the world and forever. And through that oath the stars complete their course, and he calls their names, and they answer him, from the creation of the world and forever. And likewise the spirits of the waters of the winds, and all of the breezes and their paths, according to all the groups of the spirits. And there are kept the storehouses of sound, of thunder, and of the light of the lightning, and there are kept the storehouses of the hail and the hoarfrost, and the storehouses of the mist, and the storehouses of the rain and dew. And all these make their confession and give thanks in front of the Lord of spirits, and sing praises with all their power. And their food consists of all their thanksgiving, and they give thanks, praise, and exalt in the name of the Lord of spirits forever and ever. So now we found where thanksgiving comes from, the Book of Enoch. And this oath is strong over them, and through it they are kept safe, and their courses are not disturbed. And they had great joy, and they blessed, praised, and exalted, because the name of that Son of Man had been revealed to them. And he sat on the throne of his glory, and the whole judgment was given to the Son of Man. And he will cause the sinners to pass away, and be destroyed from the face of the earth. And those who led astray the world will be bound in chains, and will be shut up in the assembly place of their destruction, and all their work will pass away from the face of the earth. And from then on there will be nothing corruptible, for that the Son of Man has appeared, and has sat on the throne of his glory, and everything evil will pass away, and go from in front of him. And the word of that Son of Man will be strong in front of the Lord of spirits. This is the third parable of Enoch. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. God bless you, and thank you.